Hello world and welcome to Reading with Kermie this early evening. It's a little after 5 o'clock and I decided to take you guys on a little stroll with me today. And I thought I would. I mentioned that in Kermie karaoke this morning that I might take Reading with Kermie on a stroll, and what a nice stroll it's been. And considering the weather and it's kind of rainy out, I got this whole place to myself. So it seems I've seen one person get on the trail I'm on, and the fun trail is it's Norbeck Wetlands in Everett, Washington. So if you guys want to find a new adventure for yourselves, you guys should find it. Anyway, I am going to get going with Reading with Kermie. Like I said, I brought my book this afternoon, evening. Lockdown struggle is real. Losing track of time, losing track of days. You all know where that is. But anyway, gonna read Don't Stress the Small Stuff, It's Just Small Stuff with the Family. And this is book 2 of the trilogy that I've been reading, guys, for several months now. And we're over halfway through this book 2. It's pretty awesome. And this next chapter is 57. And I don't know how wood-like this is related, but that's okay. It's the book I'm reading, and this still happens to be the scenery I'm on today. So let's continue, shall we? Don't talk behind their backs. Should be a good one, huh? Turn up the volume. Just listen to some reading and some peaceful forest, shall we? It is so peaceful out here. Don't talk behind their backs and see how it goes. I'm not all proud of it, but I'm a person who has, from time to time, talked behind the backs of my own family members. I'm guilty. I am proud, however, to report that it's becoming increasingly rare for me to do so. I've observed that the less I fall prey to the all too common tendency, the more relaxed and calm I have become. In turn, I've noticed that those around me have become slightly more at ease as well. I feel better about myself because I'm no longer gossiping, backstabbing, or being critical about others. And because I no longer participate in the habit, the ones I'm with are becoming less inclined to do so as well. It does spread. The result has been that everyone in my immediate and extended family feels just a little better about each other. It is so often true. When a few family members break a habit, the rest of the family quickly follows suit. When you talk behind someone's back, and it says far less about the person you are discussing than it does about your own character, about your need to be critical and your need to talk behind other people's backs. It's like hitting a person who is down. The person you're talking about is not able to defend himself or herself, and it's not fair. Furthermore, if you pay careful attention to how you feel when you are critical about someone behind that person's back, you'll notice that you'll feel a little mean-spirited, as if your conscience is trying to tell you something. Deep down, you know that in the most instances, it's wrong to be critical of others behind their back. When you talk behind the backs of other people, it can also make the person you are gossiping with a little insecure. After all, if you're saying those things about someone else with assurance to do so, with what assurance do others have that there you go. Let me start that over, please. After all, if you're saying those things about someone else, what assurance do others have that you are not doing the same thing about them when they are not around? The lack of integrity greatly contributes to increased criticism in our families and our world, because no one feels that anyone else is ultimately trustworthy. And that really does happen a lot, unfortunately. The good news is, though, folks, breaking the habit is easier than you might think. Once you see how truly nasty the habit really is, the rest seems the rest seems to fall gently into place. At first, you might not notice yourself being critical until after the fact. You'll remember when it's too late. Don't be hard on yourself. Instead, be grateful that your old habit came to mind, and that your goal is to stop doing it. Okay, I almost lost my place there. The next time you might catch yourself right in the middle of a conversation about someone else, you can then say like, oops, there I go again, being critical about someone who isn't even around. Then gently shift the conversation. At some point, it will become easy. You'll find yourself about ready to be critical, but stop short of actually doing so. You'll see it coming. Observe your own thoughts and behavior, and nip them in the bud. It's time. In time, you'll rarely be critical of others when they're not around. Even when the people around you are talking about others, you can gently refuse to get involved. True that. Instead, you can guide the conversation elsewhere by remaining quiet, saying something nice, or defending the person being criticized, or changing the topic altogether. The benefits of being less critical behind the backs of others can be dramatic and instantaneous. Yeah, instantaneous. Give it a try and you'll feel better right away. Alright, what a pretty good chapter that was. Let's see. Trying to turn the page here. Oh, I like the next one, but we won't go to the next one yet today. We'll just stay on that chapter. One chapter at a time. Hope you guys heard that and understood it and all that good stuff. And you know what? Like I said in the middle of the chapter, I'm guilty of being critical to others. Like a lot of us, I'm sure is. But it doesn't feel good, does it? And, because I've been on both sides of that token, like a lot of us probably have in life from time to time. People talk behind my back. I've talked behind other people's back. It's not nice, and it does hurt, and it does bring out a lot of those insecurities that we all tend to have sometimes in life. But lately, these days, I really don't do that. I try to catch myself if I do start getting in that habit. I'm like, wait a minute, I never liked being talked about myself in trash talk, so I don't want to do that with anybody else. Everybody else is living their lives, doing their thing, and whatever have you, and it's just not cool. Just pause and try to praise that person, raise them up, encourage people. That's what we need here in life, especially these days. These are unpredicted times, especially the last several months. This 2020 has been the biggest roller coaster we've been on this planet, I believe, at least in our lifetime. So this is the best time more than ever just to be together, even though we're still in isolation and social distancing, like this is 6 feet apart. But anyway, you know what I mean. But we have social media connect right now, and people, every once in a while, have been getting together. I mean, I've been out to eat probably 3 times in the last 3 months since we got into phase 2. So slowly we're creeping out of our doors and coming back to society. But it's still a little crazy out there, it seems. But it's time to lift people up, encourage one another. We're entering another phase in our world. Doesn't have to do with anything with this isolation. We're entering another phase in the world about lifting people up, encouraging others. This is the time to do so. And I don't know what the heck's wrong with my phone. I think I have a spirit. Hello, who are you? Anyway. Hi. That's interesting. Ha! That was kind of cool, huh, guys? Sometimes they follow me around. But anyway, lift people up today, not put them down. We don't have enough of that today. I swear, there's nothing wow, hello, there's nothing in front of my camera there. That's very cool. Anyway, I hope you guys got something out of that reading and enjoying our little spirit show here in front of us. I don't know if you guys can see the same thing I am on my end, but let me know. I'm interested. Inquiring minds would like to know. Anyway, hope you guys got something out of that spiel. I'm going to continue my journey. I brought my camera with me to see if I can find any pictures. Man, I want to move up here. I wish I could just build my tree fort in these wetlands. Anyway, that's one of my goals. I want a tree fort, have a cabin in the woods by some water. I just love nature. It's my home. I love whoever that was too. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll probably end up uploading this later while I have Wi-Fi. So you guys have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Peace.